Hey, fellow explorers, it's me, Mario. Today we're going to take a closer look at the journal, another self exiling card, which can be good, but it depends a bit on what else you have going on and if it's early enough on the game or if it's later on. So, the journal basically saves you the resources to take one step on the track with the book. Each step is worth something. The first two steps on both sides of the temples are worth three resources each, like one jewel has a value of three, one arrowhead plus one compass is a value of three, etc. While from the third step on, it's going to be worth four value, as you can see. The last one is five, but it's not something you can do with your book, so the journal is not going to help you that way. So, when is the journal at its best? I mean, one can say that getting an assistant, which is what you get from moving the book on the first or on the second step, is very good because it's going to provide you with an amazing asset that is going to help you snowball later on. But still, it's going to save you three value worth of resources only. And I mean, you're paying three coins for it, so it's not the best conversions. I mean, it's still good because coins are normally easier to get early on, and it's something that you know you're gonna have. While sometimes you struggle to get those resources in time to get assistance as soon as possible, to use them as soon as possible, etc., etc. So it's still good to take one of the first two steps with the journal, but I prefer to use it later on because it's going to save you more resources on average. It's still going to give you a good value because even upgrading an assistant might be worth like double. Like this one turns into draw a card, period, not draw and discard, so it's just almost two times better. Many others are just one and a half times better, but still it's good value. And later on, it's going to net you an amazing value like three compasses, a free artifacts, or just defeat a guardian for free, plus points. So I prefer to ignore the journal early on and get it if it's still on offer or if it comes up on offer among the items later on, just because it's going to save me a bit more resources. Early on, I want to invest my coins in something that is going to give me constant value. And yeah, the journal may net me an assistant, but it's still not as good as other items early on. Or that's my opinion. It changes a bit on the snake side of the temple because, well, the journal, many people doesn't know that because you're not going to use it often this way, but it has like two different icons in the top left corner. On the bird side of the board, that's basically like having a single airplane icon because it means that you can use it as a ship or as an automobile, but there's no space where you can use both of them. While on the snake side of the temple, there's one spot, exactly one spot, where you can use it to explore because it requires one automobile and one ship. So, yeah, that makes it a little better. But the real reason it's a lot better on the snake side of the temple, it's because of the third step. On that side of the temple, the third step costs you an idol, which is like a steep cost. It's 3 points or just um, eh, it's worth like two resources on average, which isn't that good, but it's versatile. You can use it as everything that you want, and it's going to net you points. So saving one idol, I think it's way better than just saving resources. And the third step nets you directly an artifact, which is, if you time it correctly, it's going to be worth like three or four compasses, which is pretty a lot. So that means that you're saving both the idol and getting the reward probably way sooner than what you could have got it. So that's just, I think, the best use of the journal all around. So on the burst side of the temple, use it whenever, but taking it early on, it's sometimes too hard. It's stretching your economy too much. While getting it later on, it's going to save you quite a few resources, so it's going to be worth it. On the snake side of the temple, if you can use it and time it correctly to use it for the third step with the journal, with the book, that's going to be amazing. So, yeah, there's that. This card is not bad. It's pretty good. It's a bit situational, but it's going to be better on the snake side of the temple. So just keep it in mind. It might be useful for you later on the snake temple.